Good morning, good afternoon everybody. Today I'll be showing you best base locations for PvP. Two of these base locations will be cave locations. The first one I shall show you was included in my last video due to its location being right next to a farm and many of the resources nearby to allow you to be able to build this. It's hard to find, to say the least. If you don't build a big compound around it, then it will be very hard for people you've killed to find you, unless you make it very known. But this is my personal base. The reason why we picked this cave is because of the amount of space there is to be able to do what you need. Obviously you're going to have to level a bit before you come here and clear it and build, but this would be top tier in my personal ranking for all these bases, mainly due to the farm. The farm is a huge help. On to second location, which is going to be the second cave. This one will be second on my list. This one is second on my list because of that right down there. It's a good farm for copper coins and experience. Post-editing Apex Pega here. Just a heads up that this part of the video is very slideshow-like. I tried re-recording it, but just did not work. I've tried sorting out the frame rate, did not work. I just cannot get it to not be a slideshow. So, yeah, sorry, back to the video. The reason why you may have to level or get better equipment before going here is because of these guys. Usually there's about 5 of them in these caves. In my server that I play in, there was 5. And obviously in this server, there's 5. So there could very well be 5 in yours. All high level, fair bit hard to kill if you don't know how to dodge their attacks or fight them in general. They're easier to kill if you have damage multiplier against animals. And if you would like a short tutorial for my next video, I'm more than happy to do it. Just ask in the comments and I'll show you a quick way to kill them and without taking any damage if you're good enough. Another location, which I also mentioned in my last video, which was this mountain. I'll actually show you this in this video because last time I did not show you the locations and why I picked them. But this one, you will see why I picked it as an unraidable, or marked it as an unraidable location. Obviously, you will have to check up with your server rules if you're allowed to block off these comprehension points. And other than that, this is a great location for defendability because you can have your main base there. You can have towers going along this way to make sure no one builds siege equipment here. You can put a boulder fort gate wall, which I'll show you now. Here's one location you can put it in. Fourth location I'll show you is, I picked this area because it is active, very active, and you'll have people coming across here all the time because of the volcano. People need brimstone. Brimstone is a necessity for late game things. So before you build here, make sure you have late game gear, late game horses, late game weapons, late game skills, whatever you need for late game PvP. This location is a generally flat area, so there isn't many spots where you can be blocked off for your building unless you try and build up there. Another upside to this is the advanced granary over here, especially if you have a guild, which you will need if you want to build here. Last location, which I have left for last, is a little layout of a building you can have if you were to build in one of these two locations. You might have seen this location at the very beginning of the video. I chose this location as my last because it isn't the greatest for activity, but you can definitely sustain yourself with what is around. Because up towards more north, there will be lots of activity. So you'll be close enough to run back to base, get your kit, and run back up. Every time you die, you can just go spawn, go back, spawn, go back, and carry on. But for my layout, it's a 3x3 large wooden floor, wooden foundations, obviously with some honeycomb. And a door layout you would like is one made by my friend, which, long story short, if someone hears you going through all these doors, they're not going to want to raid you. Simple as, it's just everything, all you ever hear is just open, close, open, close, open, close. Obviously, all you have to do is only open the first one and close the first one, open the last one and close the last one. But when you log off, you close everything. Obviously, the door is the weakest part of your base, so it's the easiest to raid with only 3k HP. So you're just going to need as many of those as you want. And another thing I personally would do is, before you expand, and if you don't have the resources to expand yet, is you can take down this wall right here, ignore this one, take this one down, make it a large wooden door frame, and put it there. Because there's going to be a 50-50 chance they waste resources on that rather than your main one, the main doors, which will be these three. Yeah, these 3 doors. And they're going to waste about, if there's only one of them, there's going to be about 2 spears, copper spears are wasted, if it's still wood. But that will be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see the rest of the expansion, as I'm still working on it. I still want to make some ideas, try and raid proof it. But yeah, that's it for today. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you next one. Goodbye.